Hi, I'm Sheel, and we're going to talk about Net Promoter Score, NPS, today. What is NPS? NPS is both a loyalty measure and a discipline for using customer feedback to fuel profitable performance of a corporation. It's that ultimate question of how likely is that you would recommend Dell to a friend or a colleague. Recommendation. Come to think of it, when do you recommend a service or a product or a brand or a company to a friend or colleague of yours? If you think, you will realize that we recommend something when we are happy about it. And what is happiness? When a need of ours is met to the complete satisfaction of yours, and the complete experience is one delightful one, which is not only memorable but also gives a lot of happiness when we think of it. It is only such moments that we go and recommend to others, our friends or our colleagues or even our family members. This is where the question of NPS comes in. Let's look at Dell. What does the Dell value chain comprises of? A customer who requires a computer or something related to it approaches Dell with the need. We take care of that need, make sure that the need has been understood, and we satisfy that need by giving the right product and service at right time to the utmost satisfaction of that consumer. It is when this entire chain works properly and to the exact satisfaction of that customer is when we create a moment which is not just memorable but also extremely cherishing for that particular customer. It is then we can hope that that customer would go and recommend us.
I'm basically from the manual routing group, that's the MRG, and we route calls to the right department. Being at the routing team, you kind of concentrate on this information and transfer the calls as quick as possible and to the right department, so that the customer is not coming back to us again and again.
Now, many people say this is about an equation, but for me it's more about attitude that you have towards your customers, towards your company. For me, this is the future of the Dell or any organization, as a matter of fact. In this kind of world, almost all the companies have more or less the same strategy. So what matters is how do you execute. So it's the speed and efficiency that you have in execution. So how am I contributing? I ensure to find out the reasons why customers are going back from Dell, why the orders are getting cancelled, and I try to fix those issues, so that the customers can come back and have a better experience. But it's not going to be enough. Everybody has to contribute, right from Michael to myself, everyone. So what are you going to do about it?
I do it as an individual as well as for my team, so try to motivate them as well. As an individual, it's not a metric, it's not something you have to think in your mind, okay, I have to do 50% or 40%. It's in the day-to-day way we answer our calls on time, email, reply them on time, give them the right solution that they're looking for, and do it the right at the first time. That's the
For me, NPS is the Net Promoter Score, which lets us analyze how many promoters we have to Dell. My way of increasing Net Promoter Score would be truly valuing the key principle of Dell by enabling technology for everybody to thrive and grow, by providing optimum technical service to each and every customer first time when they call into Dell, and giving them that best service which makes them promote Dell to the next customer or their friends or their colleagues they see.
I think the best way to be able to retain customer loyalty is by creating brand champions. And the best way to actually do that is by empowering our frontline agent to talk to customers and meet customers as people, as individuals, and not just another metric. That involves a huge cultural shift. I'd say, in fact, look after your people and they will automatically look after the numbers. My job at Dell every day is to be able to provide that training content to people, to frontline agents and everybody else around to meet that goal. Any kind of change in an organization requires training, and any training requires training content, which is what I do. So I consider it my personal responsibility to be able to empower myself as well as everyone around me to be able to achieve that goal. That is my daily contribution to NPS. What's yours?
By devoting to customers' problems and understanding the customers' problems and providing them the best possible solutions, I think I can contribute to NPS. Delivering the best customer experience and delighting the customers on every call. That is how I think I can contribute to NPS and get a smile on every Dell customer.
We try to get our deliveries done in the first attempt. So it's first attempt, successful attempt, and also we try our best that the customer is delivered the order on the date that he requested for. So basically we were earlier dealing with only consumer orders which were home customers, so they were not available at home to take deliveries. So we used to make sure that their orders are delivered to them on the date specified and requested by them, so then it would become a successful delivery and it would be a happy customer. But now since we are CSMB, we'll try and make it much better because now we have also business customers.
Instead of restricting them or the trainers at the C level, that is, I get the customer, I resolve the issue and get a C. Instead of that, we need to broaden their perspective with respect to, okay, now not only about the issue, think about the company as well. So that is what we need to drive at this level.
According to me, NPS is a way of determining how many of our customers will promote Dell by word of mouth.
Hi, for us at Dell, loyalty is not a metric, it's a way of life. What we believe is that we have a great relationship with the customer for over the years, and that's what we believe in converting into a great NPS score. What we do is simple. It's called Deliver, Devote, Delight. What we do is we contact with the customer. We try to establish a relationship with him if he's for the first time. If he's an old-time customer, we try to delight him even more. And the last thing that we do is we resolve the queries of the customer. That's what we do, as we say, devote.
So I think for sure the focus is there, but we still have a lot of hard work to do to satisfy our customers. What we have seen from our customers is for sure that they like our products and to a large extent like our services as well, but we are not there where we need to be. So a lot of hard work going forward, and the good thing is it's high on the agenda now in every single function end to end, but still much more work to be done. I think it's all about the experience that we bring to the customer. We have been very focused on in sales, focusing on closing the call, upselling, cross-selling. So all these very pragmatic type of sales behaviors. Now the future is very much around what is the experience that we bring into the call. So when the call arrives, what is it that the customer experiences by talking to us? We need to be the trusted advisor. We need to be the differentiating element in why customers come back to us. We need to be that experience, a great experience, and that is why we're going to differentiate ourselves going forward.
How I would contribute to making, in fact, NPS and utilize NPS in building Dell. First of all, I would say, in fact, all the three factors when it comes to the requirements of Dell have to be maintained. That's a positive attitude. Of course, the required knowledge to be maintained and upgraded at each and every stage. 3, the necessary skills, again, to be polished on a daily basis. Now, all these 3 things I would make sure that I inculcate, I build upon, I constantly refresh, and in fact use them when I'm talking to a particular customer.
To ensure, making sure that when the customer comes forward with his queries, to respond to his queries with patience and responding to his queries at the peak of the first call. So that when the next time he comes back with a smile and with confidence that yes, I have approached the right agent and my query is definitely going to be solved.
You would have heard this from some of the members of my team. We don't drive it as a metric. We have tried to keep it as a way of life for us, and we try to be proactive towards customers and reaching out to the problems before they reach out to us. I think that is the key to winning your NPS scores.
NPS. We know business can't exist without customers, and without gaining our customers' confidence, a business definitely cannot grow. So we have something called as NPS. Now, we also know that a customer satisfaction is a very abstract concept. So to measure our customers' loyalty, we have something called as NPS. NPS is In simple terms, it is the number of smiling customers an organization has. Okay. My contribution towards NPS, I think I as an individual can contribute to NPS by making each and every call a delightful call. Now, how could I do that as a technical support associate? By letting the customer feel, by getting the customer to a comfort zone, by striking a rapport with the customer, by letting the customer know that we are always there only for the customers, only to resolve their issues in the less possible time as much as we can.
It is about a kind of a promotion wherein the customer would have a knowledge about what service that they receive from the company. Well, in this competitive world, it is not just to sustain the customer what you got. It is very important that your customers promote about your product to others who they know. And well, this is a very positive kind of a survey which is actually sent to the customers, asking them about how they have experienced the service being a customer of Dell. And these customers would mainly be asked one question: how likely would you recommend Dell? And according to me, this kind of a survey which is sent to the customer, the main reason is to know where exactly the company is standing in a competitive market. And my contribution towards it is to ensure that whatever calls that I get and whatever customers I get to speak, I ensure that all the customers who I speak, I devote myself to the customers by giving them what they need at the first go. And I'll ensure that I'll deliver the best what they expect out of me. And obviously when I'm giving them the best experience what they expect when they call us to get any kind of an assistance, and if I give them the best thing, they would definitely be delighted and they will definitely promote the company.
Now, Dell has taken NPS as one of the biggest parameters. It looks at broader picture, whether our customers promote Dell, whereas C was whether the customer was happy with the call or not. Now we are going beyond our call and thinking about promoting Dell to other people who would be our potential customers.
Shashank Sani and I manage the medium business out of Hyderabad for the UK medium business market. And we are a business that basically focuses on corporate customers, primarily in the medium business market for the UK. I think it's a combination of a couple of issues. One, I think, is the visibility to information from when the order is placed to the delivery. Sometimes the guys don't know where it is. The only information they have is that the part is on hold or it is on shortage, but they really don't know but at what time will it be released. Can they go back to a customer and give them the right information? That I think is very big, especially in the accounts team. Just knowing what is happening with your order is a very, very big piece. And second, I think from an accounts perspective, it's also important not to switch account managers too much. And I think that's being addressed as part of policy, because the customer is then very happy dealing with one account manager for a longer period of time. We have a Monday huddle that happens at the start of every week, where we specifically address NPS as a big part of our discussion. And then I have my daily pulse meetings as well with my ISOs, in which NPS and customer related issues are one part of that discussion always. So it's on top of mind for everybody. We want to move from 30% to 50% this quarter.
We as a team, as a global consumer incident operations team, we work on US incidents basically. Now these customers are already upset with what has happened to their product. Now we come into picture to try and soothe their issues as much as possible. We try and process their incidents. For example, incidents I mean credits, refunds, returns, or exchanges, whatever customer looks for. We try and process these things as quickly as possible so that we could probably restore some part of loyalty, whatever has been lost, so that next time he would certainly think of purchasing products from Dell.
We should concentrate on delivering the best customer experience and ensure my customers are happy speaking to me.